Good morning, everybody.
And welcome back to our first show.
So, as usual, we see the quote of the day and
Daily subjects or life subject in general. And we start with that. And today's subject is about burnouts. Do you, I know it's a tricky subject, but we know that more and more people are feeling it, are going through burnouts, whether it's because of a really overwhelming job or because of multitasking and too many responsibilities with work, home, kids, and everything. So it's really common that we see this kind of I wouldn't call it illness, but it happens to people and they have to recover from it. So what do you think about it? And did you experience it or not?
I don't think so, to be honest.
For a reminder, you feel like it's just a small bit. I'm not an expert, but I know that when you get this, when you get to this point of burnout, you feel like you cannot concentrate anymore. You feel like you don't have the energy or the will to do anything anymore for a long time. You cannot even focus on the small tasks. So it's really extreme fatigue and extreme, I would say, it is really tricky to explain it, but I know you guys know it and you've heard about it, you've seen it on social media as well. So really, I find it really interesting and important to talk about it. Mental health is a priority, so I am a big advocate, you know me, so I think we should talk about it. So did you experience it, and or do you know how to avoid it, let's say, if it is avoidable?
Yeah, to be honest, I will not go as deep as how you can avoid it because I'm not neither an expert or been in that situation, so I have neither an experience or theoretical knowledge about it. What I can say is, thankfully, I didn't pass from burnouts, but at the same time, I'm trying always to self-assess myself, which I'm not sure that it will prevent you from burnout, but for me at least help me sometimes to understand if I'm well or not. Am I enough? I am satisfied with the station that I am. Having a passion did help me bringing an excuse for the hard work because I have that passion. So I do it with love, I do it with work, I do it with goodwill. So
It doesn't mean that you will not get to that point where you feel
for sure. That's why I'm saying this is how I live life. It doesn't mean that I cannot go or buy the burnout. So I don't know, to be honest.
I know that your opinion about it, but for me, I don't know if I got to that point what we call that we call burnout, but I know that I've been really close. It was after graduation. I've been working my 9 to 7 daily job, and I've been working on side projects, and at some point I was working on 3 or 4 side projects at the same time. So I was like working almost 20 hours a day, almost 20 hours a day for a long time with no breaks. And at the end of the year, I was like, I could smell the smoke coming out of my head. I'm kidding, but yeah, I was so overwhelmed, and I just couldn't move forward anymore. I was just there, couldn't even wake up in the morning, couldn't really push myself to do any little task, and I felt like I was so overwhelmed. I felt like I needed a break, but with the break I couldn't really easily go back to the routine that I had before. So from that I just learned not to push my, even though that's he was talking about passion, I was passionate about those projects. I loved what I was doing. I'm a developer, I'm a programmer, and I love doing that. I was working on 2 mobile applications and like 2 web applications in the same time, and I loved that, and I was learning new things, and I was following courses on Udemy and doing many things in the same time, but it didn't really prevent me from getting to that point where I was not capable of doing anything anymore. And I learned from that experience to know when to rest, when to take breaks, when to let my mind breathe a little bit to be more efficient, to be productive, and to keep that machine going. You know, I learned not to push my body too hard for it to function. You know, so really it is, mental health is really important because at some point it affects your physical health as well, and it is what keeps you going in life, and it is really important that you feel balanced and good, and look forward to moving forward actually, and yeah, so we should not neglect that part. More people are different, so not everybody gonna react the same way to the same situation. So know yourself, know your mental health, know your physical capabilities, and just know how to take care of yourself. That's all.
So if you do it again, do you do that much of activity or managing different balls, let's say, or not?
I try to avoid doing that, but I just go back to working on many things at the same time. I love doing that. I feel like I am powerful, you know, I feel like a super hero working on several things at the same time. But what I try to do is to give a priority to one project at a time. Like this week, project A is the priority, so we give it more time, and we give little time to the other projects. And next week maybe it's not the same project that has the priority. So I know that there is one project that has the priority, and I try to give different slots with breaks in between, so that I know now I'm working on this. In the next slot I'm working on another thing. So I take the time to prepare my mind that we are finished with that one, we are moving to the next one. It's not that easy, especially if you stay, if there's a problem with the first one, you'll be like thinking about it most of the time. So yeah, there is no rule, but listen to your body, listen to your mind, and act accordingly, I would say.
Good,
Yeah.
good. So, if you did pass with burnout, or you have an idea how
Share
to
your experience with us, yeah. How
avoid it, try at least.
or how to deal with it once you got it. Please comment below or send us messages through Instagram and LinkedIn.
Thank you very much. And moving on to section number 2.
Where we read inspirational quotes to inspire each other. And today's quote is, I ask not for a lighter burden, but for broader shoulders. And that's the Jewish Proverbs. Yeah, from the Jewish Proverbs. Yeah, I ask not for a lighter burden, but for broader shoulders. Yeah, I get it. Absolutely. It's not about the weight of the burden, it's about what you can handle. It can be the same burden that I can handle efficiently, or I'd say as good as I can that you cannot handle, and vice versa. So what we ask for is to be able to be strong and live through that hard situation, I would say.
Yeah, for sure. Because if you say I need to have a lighter burden, which means that I don't want to pass with difficult times. And if you don't pass with difficult times, you will not learn, you will not evolve, you will not move forward. what you should ask is broader shoulders, so you can be able to face that and
get through it and learn from it and grow.
be stronger. And we can take a simple example of that is, let's say you're doing sports, you're doing literally lifting weights, so you have two options. Either lift 10 kilo each and say, okay, I cannot lift more than that, so I will stay on this. Or
you can add a little bit every
add
time.
a little bit, although it will be harder, but your body will
Get
adapt.
stronger. That's so true.
So the idea here is to push yourself to adapt or to have a broader shoulder, so you can be more beautiful, but also at the same time
stronger absolutely,
and move forward. So yeah, I think it's a good example to demonstrate that the difficulty make you in a way better, stronger, and more beautiful.
Yeah, may we grow together and have stronger shoulders together. Thank you guys for watching. Don't hesitate to comment below what you think about today's episode and what subjects you think we should talk about in the next one.
Thank you very much and see you next time.
Bye.